Well, hello. This is Creating Cards with Sherry. I'm Sherry, and this is my Tickled Tuesday video. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you find anything that you would like to purchase from today's demonstration, you can go to my shop at creatingcardswithsherry.stampinup.net. Use the host code 4ZTCWTCG, and that's for any rewards that you will be able to get. Um, and to get the instructions and the measurements and all that for this card today, you will want to go to my blog spot, creatingcardswithsherry.blogspot.com. All of these things will be written in the comment section below, so that you can see what's happening. All right? Okay. Let's get going. We're going to make a card similar to this. This pattern here is called the Quilt pattern. I made one of these in 2001, long time ago. It was around Christmas time, I think. Or it could have been in early summer or late summer. It depends on, anyway. It was in 2001, so it's about 2 years ago that we made these, and I wanted to go through it again because I think they're just fun cards to make. All right, so what you're going to need to do this is you'll need your sentiment, of course, and I'm just going to stamp that right away, in fact. We're just going to get that right out of the way. I am using the stamp set Go-To Greetings. And they have several different sayings that are all different sizes and fonts, and it's really kind of cool. I really like it. I've been using it a lot. All right. You will need, your base card needs to be 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. All right, then you will need a basic white that is 5 inches by 3 3/4. This is what we're going to put our squares on. And then you'll need 2 pieces at 4 1/4 by 4. One will be basic white, and one will be another color of cardstock that you've chosen. I have chosen today Pretty Peacock and copper clay. All right. So there we go. Then I took Fresh as a Daisy DSP, and I cut up 12 1 1/4 inch squares, and we're going to lay them out on this card first. So I'm just going to move these out of the way now, and we'll get going. All right, this is really easy to make once you have everything cut out, and it makes a really fun and unique card. You're just going to put glue down on the card, and you'll want to go probably about almost a third way down. And then you'll grab your squares. Mine are already in the order that I want them to be, so I just have to grab and go. So we're going to put this right in this corner. So basically what you want is 4 pieces of 4 different colors. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that wrong? 3 pieces of 4 different colors. That's what you want. 3 pieces of 4 different colors or patterns, whatever you want to use for your card. All right. And then when you get that much done, you'll start on the next one. And you'll go about another third down. And then I usually start the next row by taking the color that was on the end, and I'll just start with that again. And we'll continue on with our pattern. And then we'll put the final third bunch of glue. And there we go. Oh, this piece seems to be a little smaller. I must not have... Well, I'm going to put it right up against there. We'll do some trimming and get that taken care of. All right. So while that's drying, we flip it over and make sure that there's no overhang. As you can see, we have a little bit of overhang there, so we're just going to trim that off. A little bit on this side. And then I'm going to see what I can do to fix this up. I see I have a little bit of white over this way too. So I am going to go through. Sometimes, let me see if I can do this. Sometimes it depends on the way you face the pattern. And yep, this one's going to work a little better. Okay, I'm going to take this bottom off. And I'm just going to put some more glue on there. It's kind of weird how it works, but sometimes it just depends on which way you're facing the pattern. So if I go this way, I have just as much giveaway there as I do at the top. All right. So then I'm going to, it still might have been cut off some because I have such a big piece there. Or cut wrong, I should say. So anyway, I'm going to trim all this so that it will look nice. I'm just going to get rid of some of this white here. And I'm wondering if I cut another color like that, if I can cover it up. I don't know if I have any more of the paper here. I don't. So we'll see what we can do with that. I'll play with it a little bit. Okay, then what I did is I took a 7.5-inch ribbon. This is the copper clay. I'm going to put that in the middle of my quilt. So let's see. It's going to be right there. Go like this, and it's a little long, so I'm just going to snip this off the best I can. Oh, oh my goodness. There we go. Won't make any difference. It's all going to hide. All right. Then let's go to the base of the card. Usually what I like to do is I like to crease the card on one side and then turn it around and crease it on the other side. And that seems to give it a nice flat fold, and it lays nicely. All right, then we are going to take our 5.25 by 4 colored piece. Got stuff all over my fingers from the glue. And we'll do that. Then we'll take this piece I'm just thinking here for a second. Let's see. I might just trim this a little bit more. Just because I really want that white off of there. So this card's going to end up being a little smaller than originally stated. But we'll get it to work so it looks nice. Okay. Now we can put it down here. Just give this a little wider border on the ends, but that's all right. It looks good. All right. Then I'm going to take my sentiment and I'm using a background with it. So I'm just going to take my glue and I'm going to glue just a little bit in. I don't want to go all the way across because I am layering this differently off to the side to give it a little shadow. And then I'm going to take some Stampin' Dimensionals. And I'm going to put 2 more on it since this is a big piece. I want to make sure that it's going to be good and secure there. And then I'm going to lay this so that it's just either just above the ribbon or just below. I think I'm going to go just above. And the reason is if you put it right on the ribbon, you will also want to put a Stampin' Dimensional in the center towards the top there and one towards the bottom. Because if you don't do that, it'll rock on the ribbon. Now here come on, buddy. What I'm trying to do is raise this up just a tad bit more because it's a little... There we go. Yeah, see, it's rocking on the ribbon. It's okay, but if you don't want it to rock, you'll want to put one there and one there, and it'll stay right there in place. All right? So that's how you do a quilt card. Now, in this one, I did something a little different with it. I also put it through our embossing machine so you can see all the wrinkles in there. So I made it look like it was a real quilt. So you can do that as well. And this one I just left plain, and it will work just fine without the embossing folder. Now I'm looking for, there they are. These are the embellishments that I've been using. This is the 2325 in color dots. So these are all the in colors from this year. So I'm just going to dress this up a little bit. And let's see. And we're just going to put some glue dots right on this thing. There we go. So you can just put a few or as many as you want to dress that up. Okay, the key thing to remember is to make sure that you have an odd number though. So like this one, there's a lot more, but there's 5 of them instead of the normal 3 that everybody does. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed this. I just realized I had not put in my inside layer yet, so we'll just do that real quick. There. Okay. And there's the card. Thank you so much for joining me. You have a fantastic evening and a wonderful week. And I will see you again on Sunday for my Simple Sunday video. Bye now.